Bumper off. Oh my God, really? Good morning. Today's something new. We're doing an intercooler on a Golf R, and it's not actually this one. This is our shop car, MK7.5 Golf R, and I got a phone call a couple days ago, and someone brought in a 7.5. So this will be fun. A new chassis for me, different color too. So, well, it's a MISHIMOTO, so we're gonna do a little mix between everything you've probably seen online already. I'm gonna take the front cover off and separate it from the condenser and all that, instead of doing like a drain and all that good stuff. And like I said, there's plenty of information online about it, so we're probably gonna do this one as a quick one just to show you what we're up to today. New shop, by the way. This obviously looks different, so we got a video on that coming soon because we did a bunch of stuff to get into this place. We've been here about a month, so this will be fun. Like I said, this customer wants to do more in the future, but it's already got integrated exhaust on it, which is something we want to end up working with. And it's kind of the same as ours, but the 7.5 just has some different like outer body kit stuff. So hopefully it'll be quick. We got to get it done before 4 by the time he gets off of work. So we'll keep you, we'll just follow along, basically. All right, first new order of business, since we got stock stuff, we're gonna get these guys off, and then we're gonna end up putting this grill out. There's only 2 bolts here, so what is that, 25 and a 30 maybe? And then we'll pull it apart. Pick's gonna be your best friend. There's also some clips down here for the airbag. There's like a little red tab on the other side that you can get to. I usually just use a pick or like a flat blade screwdriver. We'll see if I can get it out. You probably won't be able to see this, but I'll show you what I'm talking about. So on this other side, there's a tab here, and I just use a pick and push it down. Well, now I could probably just pull it out with my finger, but it just comes out like that, and then you can unplug it. And there's one on each side. Right now what I'm doing is just trying to get all of these little sensors that I can see detached. So when we pull the front end off of this thing, we're not fighting anything. You can do this other side. Moving, right? Oh. Well, this stuff we're not using. We might actually put this on the 7 because this is a 7-speed DSG, so this charge pipe and all that good stuff doesn't work. But we'll be able to use the MISHIMOTO core. But we might just buy this from our customer, so that way we can put it on ours. This is all powder coated and stuff. This looks really good. MISHIMOTO, you know? So, kind of like the holy grail, in my opinion, of some stuff. I really want to get their radiator and their thermostatic control, or non-thermostatic control transmission cooler for the Ram. But this core, if you're even familiar with the new core, let's pause for the, well, like I was saying, we had to pause for a customer outside or someone outside. But anyway, if you know anything about your core that's in there now, your intercooler core, this is like damn near 2.5 times thicker. So this will help with intake air temperatures, because this thing is sandwiched in between the radiator and the condenser. So all that nice little hot air is getting trapped, which is one of the main reasons why this is even here. So it's supposed to give it a horsepower increase, but later on when he does other modifications or even tunes it, this will help with his turbo, his stock setup. So it's not a bad upgrade. It's almost like an intake for your turbo system. And it's much heavier than the old one. When I pull it out, you'll see that this thing is a unit. So it should be able to dissipate a lot of heat, which is what the whole point of an intercooler is. So I wanted to get his wheel lock key out, which is hopefully in the trunk, and we'll go from there. We gotta get these wheels off still, and then we'll see what we got. So this thing is bolted in with 3. There's a T30 on one side, and then 2 10 mils. And then that part that I was cautious of pops right off. So we're gonna have to do it on the other side, and then we'll be good to work on the front. There's not a lot of room in here either, so you might wanna have like a little, either a really stubby T30 or this nice Pittsburgh ratcheting wrench. Just saying. This one should just pop off too. Yeah, they're supposed to just come right out because they have these clips here and just smack back in, but I didn't like it. I don't want to rip these up. So it might have been an extra step, but whatever, it came out and I feel better about it. So if you can't get your bumper undone, just take this out. It's 3 bolts. Bumper off. That was a lot for nothing. We just took the whole bumper off. I just undid it from here. These little guys. So, I mean, I marred them up a little bit, but at least they didn't break. So there's an option if they can't get that grill off, you just, or the bottom clips anyway, because you're still supposed to pull it right out, and it wasn't coming out for us. So I just depressed all the tabs for the front of the bumper, which you got to do anyway. And we got it out that way. Next, we're gonna take off the crash bar and this baby radiator support piece of plastic, and then start pulling out the condenser. You made this very complicated for no reason, by the way. Whatever happened to the Mark IIs, where everything just came off with little 10 mils in a little bit of time? It just felt like, I feel like you're making it extra hard for no reason. We need to build that Mark II, man. Ugh. Coming soon to a channel near you. Be there. It's actually a dull 30-30 reference. If you've ever listened to Automator. I still want to create a super virus. It's one side off. Let's get this guy. It's Angela's feeding time. He'll bounce back after that, hopefully. If you don't feed this kid, he gets all lethargic, and then he comes back a tweaker. So I'm looking forward to that. We'll be done in 30 minutes after that, huh? We're gonna pause for the break because we need to feed the child, and then we'll come back and get the rest of this front bumper off. But it went pretty smoothly for our first time ever pulling this thing apart. So we just got to get crash bar off, and then we'll pull little bits of plastic. I'm not looking forward to this guy. These are those notorious hard rubber clips, plastic clips that I don't want to break. So we'll take our time on those, and then it should start to come apart pretty quick after that. We'll be back.
1 hour later.
Well, we're crash bar time. Finally got our bellies full. I had to drink a Red Bull because still no pimp juice. Anyway, we're gonna take off the rest of this crash bar and then start working on this condenser, these tabs on this condenser. Still not looking forward to these guys, but we'll see what we can do. Just be very careful on those two. Once we get the condenser off, we can get that thing split apart, and then we'll just pull the intercooler out, because that's how things are gonna go. Positive mental attitude, you know? Oh my God, really? I told the dude too, I'm like, I might want to just break them off to make it easier on me, but what was I gonna do? Volkswagen, I already didn't. I don't know if you got that snap, we might include it, but these clips, these little plastic doodads, these Johnnies right here, I hate it. You know how much they are at Volkswagen, my price? $45, $15 on Amazon. Buy some before you start this, because if it was me and I had extras, I would have snapped these bitches off. Just saying. We're gonna take this core support apart from the bottom and move this condenser, I think, so that way we can try and get the rest of this out of its home. One thing that the other Colby that also has a Golf R said is that this car is very old. It's not that old, but all the plastic pieces are, even though it has no miles on it. So everything's gonna be a little rigid, just like an old car. So you still have to be careful. But man, that pissed me off. I think I'm still gonna have to take the condenser out. There it goes. All right, let's see if we can get this condenser to move on both sides. And then we'll take this plastic off. There we go. All right, I'm gonna have our young assistant here hold on to this so we don't bend the things. Don't pull back on it too bad. How much room do we got on those little doodads? We got a little bit of play here. I'm gonna take this guy out maybe, if I can get her to go. And that should give him a little bit more wiggle room. As long as you don't go too crazy. Go ahead and start bending her back a little bit.
Right there?
Yeah, right there. I'm gonna use a jack stand to hold that condenser up while we work, but separate this guy. Finally. Take this cable apart again, because I forgot. This is your radiator, or your cooler, I should say. So we're gonna take these boost tubes off. We're gonna end up having to reuse it, like I said, because this MISHIMOTO hard lines and all that don't fit this particular model. But we'll just take the cooler or the tubes off, the boost tubes off, and then go from there. It's all crunchy. Stock Mark 5 or Mark 7 intercooler for sale. We need to go get ourselves a new clip, which is annoying, and then we'll come back and finish this off, because it's kind of all just reassembly after that, and that's at least the fast part. I'm gonna let him put this on there if he wants it at all. Maybe he'll put it on his intake or something. So I'll be back. All right, with the magic of filming and whatever, we're back, but this is what I had to go to Volkswagen for. But one thing I want to show you, this is the original with 30,000 miles on it. This is the new one. This one I broke with a screwdriver and all my brute force, but not even really. But if this thing, if your mounts look this color now, just buy new ones. Like, I would honestly just buy new ones before I even start this whole escapade, because these are $45 a piece. for something you can buy for 2 online at 17 bucks. So get new mounts. Don't even worry about not breaking them. It'll be a hell of a lot faster. And then you can move on, because literally all we got to do is put this new part back on and then it's all downhill from there. So thankfully we are 15 minutes from the dealerships in our new location, which I love. So it only took me about 20, 30 minutes to get there. I think I'm just gonna take a soft bristle brush and get over here and get all this stuff off, because it's summertime, and if you know anything about these guys, all this is clogging up your radiators, so you might as well get to it while you can. Because unfortunately, this intercooler goes in between all of this again, and it's gonna get heat soaked again, but it'll be better than it was. All right, well, let's get this big old beast in here. I think I'm gonna pick it up like this. Set her in. I'm gonna move this cord out of the way. Oh no. I know exactly what that's for. Damaged in shipping, guys, look. That's what that's for. I wonder if he knows about that. That sucks. All right, commercial break. Well, we're back on the bench again, or makeshift bench again. And one of the things I noticed as soon as I was installing this thing into the radiator core support was that this tab's bent over. So this thing must have been dropped somewhere. So you want to check all these. I didn't even notice when we were even installing this. And you can tell, like, it hasn't been dropped on the ground or anything, because there's no paint chipped or nothing, but I think somebody was a little too rough with this guy. What it does is it locates the radiator core or the condenser in the front of this. So we may end up with a little bit of rattle. I'm gonna probably go to my welder, but I wanna get this over with. So I'm gonna call the customer and find out what he wants to do, because either we weld it or, I mean, he's kind of screwed because he didn't buy it direct. He bought it off Marketplace. So that might have been one of the reasons why it was on Marketplace in the first place. So whenever you buy stuff like this, make sure you check all your mounts, and then you won't have this problem. Well, as you can see, we ain't fucking with it. It won't set. We could weld it, but I talked to the customer about it. He said run it. So, like I said, it's the nature of Marketplace. Everything else looks great on this thing though. So we'll get it slammed in there. We're already kind of overextended on this time. And then we'll see what it does. Haha, success. We gotta get her in those locators. Okay, so radiator goes up. There's one on the bottom on this right side. Oh, there's two actually. Damn, this thing's huge. That looks like it could hold 20 PSI. So instead of locking it in this time, because of that old debacle, we're just gonna go straight over, and then this is gonna come over like that. Fucking A, like a glove, I guess. 17 things together. Thanks, Volkswagen, for making this difficult. All right, I gotta push from the back. Ready? 1, 2. Nice. Well, let's put all of these sensors back together. So the yellow ones go on the sides, and then the black one goes on top. Crash bar time. Remember, the one on the sides go to the plastic, so let's get, well, let me get one of these in. I'll need, don't do, Send it home. Give me a nugga dugga. All right, Mario Andretti. The other horn, yeah, but there's one where it clicks into. Our Bugatti headlights. Now that you told me how expensive these fuckers are, I'm like all self-conscious and stuff. Thanks, Colby. Appreciate it. Here. Fucking grill that doesn't want to come off. Deadlift. Which way do you go? This way? Snap. Hi-ya! Like chiropractor. What is this? Aha. How do we do this? See all those positive clicky sounds? That means you're on the right path. Yep. Oh, look. I'm not even missing anything. No more extra parts. We're all done. No codes, everybody. Look at that. We're all done. We're done. All right. Well, that was pretty simple, actually. It took forever. It took a whole day to do that situation. But all in all, it was all right. There's an instruction manual online that's better than their video, let me tell you. I called Mishimoto because I was having a little bit of an issue with their bracket. And I followed the actual printout like we used to do back in the day. And it was pretty straightforward after that. So there's plenty of information on it. Hopefully the customer is happy about it and we can put some more stuff to make this thing go choo-choo later. So that's the Mishimoto intake, or intercooler I should say. We'll see you next time.